Am I the man makeover of the week? Are you serious?
Yeah.
So I love my man, but what you mean, but? So
You guys lied to me?
yeah, they lied to you. I want to share some things with you, Marjorie, I think what happened to me and Marjorie was we got together at a point in our life where we had both failed at this miserably. And it just failure wasn't an option anymore.
Hello there, fam. A family man, as what many know him as on television. But recently, his world was shaken by some revelations about his own wife. Today, we are digging deeper on Steve Harvey's family life as he is getting dragged along with the controversies that his wife, Marjorie, is involved in. Get yourself comfortable, because behind those smiles, jokes, and banters that Steve himself throws around is the possibility of his family breaking apart once more, and that is what we are going to talk about.
Where did I meet you?
Oh,
First time we met.
Memphis,
Where?
at a comedy club.
Okay. How did we meet? Tell them exactly how we met. Tell them first thing I said to you. Tell them how we met.
I was late.
You were late. Came to a comedy club.
He finally realized, okay, I gotta say something. Oh, I'm sorry.
Many people do not really know Steve Harvey's family situation. I mean, the man is undeniably very popular at what he does, but many people still find it surprising whenever they hear stories about his personal life, especially the part where it concerns his family. And even though his wife is often displaying that picture-perfect life that they have online, she was recently exposed, and things are not looking good. Marjorie Harvey is now in the spotlight because of the book that her ex-husband wrote. There were some details talking about her which is causing family conflict. Oh, you know, there is no such thing as a perfect family, and if you've been following Steve's life, you would know that they have a very interesting blended family. Many people thought that keeping together that kind of relationship is impossible without any drama. That is very correct, because even if Steve looks like a man who brings the fun on whatever occasion, it was still hard for him to build an equally good relationship with all of his children. And oh boy, this book that I have mentioned sparked rumors that Marjorie is not as faithful as she seems.
Has never been in the same room with you.
Period. That's what he
called you a punk ass.
Yeah, that's what he told Jason.
I mean, you do look better than him.
I think so too.
Steve Harvey was not the first guy that she married. This is Jim Townsend, the man that Marjorie married when she was only 18 years old. That is not really shocking news, considering that a lot of people marry at such a young age. But there was a twist here. Jim was already married to another woman, which Marjorie had no knowledge of. She got pregnant with Jim after she stopped using birth control, and this was her move to push Jim's wife out of the picture. This plan of hers worked, actually. It was a pretty controversial marriage, not only because it was a rocky one, but also because of Jim's involvement with illegal substances. When they were still together and Jim had already been arrested, Marjorie was under investigation by the FBI. There was never any proof that she was part of the crime and was never charged for any crime relating to her ex-husband. But being married to the guy that was labeled by the investigators as Drunk Lord also made her questionable.
27.
27 years in prison. You were getting
28 really if you...
He was imprisoned for years, and if not for former President Barack Obama's pardon, he is possibly still in prison until now. Moving forward, Marjorie's second husband was Darnell Woods. Their relationship was never the center of attention, leaving us with little details about them together. But according to reports, Darnell was just like Jim, as he was also known as a substance dealer. That apparently caused the marriage to fall apart just after a few years of being with each other. These two had one daughter, Lori, a very beautiful lady that is now garnering more and more attention because of her dating life. Also, a lot of people are saying that she is Steve's favorite child, even though she was not biologically his. This is another interesting topic, so let us know if you want to know more about this. Additionally, not only is Darnell and Marjorie's divorce date unknown to the public, but Woods never really talked about Marjorie and what their married life was like to the public. And yes, Steve Harvey and Marjorie go a way back, but they only got married in 2007. But before we talk about their love story, let us first take a look back at what Steve Harvey's marital history was like.
Before she got married to Steve Harvey, we talked. And she told me, she said, Jimmy, Jimmy, you know what, Steve, he's so much like my dad.
Steve first married Marcia in 1980, and they had their twins Carly and Brandy. At that time, he was not yet the comedian that everyone knows he is now. He was still figuring out his career path in insurance until he decided to take a shot at comedy. But as he was hitting his stride in the entertainment industry, his marriage with Marcia fell apart. Steve left Marcia when she was pregnant with their third child, Broderick Harvey Jr. And all throughout their 14 years of marriage, Marcia never really tried to be in the spotlight, even though Steve was starting to make a name in the industry. Rumor has it that Steve was already starting a relationship with Mary, who eventually became his second wife, when he was still in the process of finalizing the divorce with Marcia. Now, let us talk about Steve's relationship with Mary Shackelford. Obviously, they did not start off on the right foot, making unfaithfulness the issue in their marriage. According to one of Steve's interviews, he said, "I've made so many bad decisions. You've got to get a divorce to find the right chick. I know a little bit about that." This romance with Mary was really chaotic. Their argument has lasted longer than their actual marriage. Years after these two got divorced, Mary was seen spreading malicious rumors about Steve on YouTube. She claimed that while they were still together, Steve was having multiple affairs, including Marjorie Harvey, his current wife. The legal battle continued as Mary sued Steve in 2017 for $60 million. It was later dismissed by the court. Well, Mary surely wants more money from Steve, even after she received a huge alimony pay and several homes when they got divorced. And now, Steve and Marjorie's love story. These two met in 1990 in one of his shows. They became good friends after that and tied the knot in 2007. Steve always got sweet things to say about Marjorie. He once said, "I married a person who was already happy and I'm innately happy, so we don't have to make each other happy, we can just complement each other's happiness." He added, "I don't bring up exes. I don't remember them or have any fond memories. I didn't know anything until my wife came along." Another secret that he revealed about their strong marriage is this: when Marjorie sees me doing something I don't enjoy, she'll kiss my big bald head and say, "Hang in there, I'm proud of you." It gets me every time. You see, they look so in love and they are sweet all the time. With all those public displays of affection towards each other, all the happy snippets of their lives on social media, no one would suspect that there was something wrong with their marriage. But lo and behold, things could not be as perfect all the time because there are rumors flanking around that Marjorie Harvey is having an affair with Stevie's longtime bodyguard, William Big Boom Freeman. Freeman is a problematic man, to say the least, having admitted that he mistreats women. Dude, that is something that you should not be proud of, you know? Because of this conversation, people are becoming very doubtful of Marjorie's image. Many are saying that she loves to hide her true self behind those fashionable get-ups and luxurious taste to make herself look decent and elegant. But the truth is that she is having an affair even though she already has a life that others were dying to have. Surely Marjorie and Freeman have a lot of interactions considering his relationship with Steve Harvey. You guys, this is so messy and twisted. But I bet that some of you are not even surprised that such a thing could happen, especially that both Steve and Marjorie had a history of having an affair, even though they are in a committed relationship. Additionally, many fans are realizing that there must be some truth about Mary's accusations towards Steve, now that there are stories about Marjorie being unfaithful.
Window of the divorce. So obviously taking me all this time.
Many years have already passed by, but Mary and Steve's relationship was never mended. Mary is determined to reveal things about Steve and what she went through when she was still married to him. So, fam, whose side are you on? Do you think that Marjorie, despite all those proper and motherly acts online, could really cheat on her husband? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Spill that tea. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button if you're living for this whirlwind of drama, subscribe so you never miss a moment of celebrity scoop, and prepare yourselves for the next jaw-dropping episode. Until next time, stay fabulous. And now, check out this next story. Bye-bye.